Check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2. God damn it. God damn it. Hold on. I can't get this fucking thing out of the way. I always forget how to do it. Bam. Reading this made me think of one song and one song only.
Yeah. You got yourself a gun. Yeah. Got yourself a gun. Yo, I'm living in this time behind enemy lines, so I got mine. I hope you.
Hollow 40 Burger. Don't forget. Don't let it get swept under the rug. Hold on. I got to transfer.
And when I see you, I'ma take what I want, so you try to hope
Oh boy. Office is packed today. That's all right. Everybody could use a little fucking Nas in their life. What's up? Good morning. How we doing? I just made a little bit of a mess, and I have no paper towels. I have no napkins. I am. This is not good. Hold on. Fuck. What am I gonna do? I made a little bit of a mess. I'm just gonna wipe it with my hand and then wipe it on my pants. What else am I gonna do? Hold on. Oh God. Okay. I don't know what happened. There was a lot of condensation from the fucking coffee cup. Good morning. How we doing? I am use your sock. Tell me you had eggs today. I had tres huevos scrambled. It's fucking snowing. It's snowing like a bitch. Holy shit, it is snowing. Wow. 3 eggs, my man. 3 eggs. Scrambled, salt, pepper, and 2 pieces of bacon. Dos bacon. Use a hat. That's not a bad idea. I'll use a hat, and then I'll send it to Thrasher. I'll say, Thrasher, hey, you know what? For the fucking Baltimore Orioles, good omen and cheers on a stellar upcoming season. Here's a hat that I use to wipe up coffee. All right, how we doing? Recent follow, Italian Mafia 05 W's. Italian Mafia. Why can't I say that? Italian Mafia 05. Hello and welcome. Cheers, everybody. I've already had a nice coffee today. I'm on my second cup here. Oh, it's not bad. One cold, one hot. I usually stay consistent, but you know what? I'm getting fucking crazy today. Taste these nuts. Resubscription 8-monther W. Ain't no way it's snowing here. Oh, it's snowing. It's snowing in the city. It's coming your way, motherfucker. Anyone see the SMU backdoor last night? I did not. No, I was not paying attention. You're going to make me walk out of my office. I don't know what to tell you, Hovey. I'm fucking looking at it right now. You want me to show you this shit? Hold on. Ow! What the fuck? Do you hear that static shock? Look, bitch. You see that? Can you see that? Can you see that? This is cool. This is kind of like Blair Witch Project. I don't know what happened. The Baltimore Orioles, they won't lose. All right, we're back. In real life stream, Tampa Masterclass was snowing here yesterday, not today. I'm here for Jovan Milk. Jovan will be here around 11:30. And on that note, first time to see Stone in years. I need to get Jovan the link, by the way. Jovan will be coming on at 11:30. I told him let's end with hockey. Big slate today. W slate today. I'm going to UBS for the first time. I hear it's I don't know why I'm holding this. I hear it's a lovely stadium out in Long Island. Is it in Long Island or on Long Island? That's the great debate. that New Yorkers love to have. I'm going to Long Island with shout out BK and Ian McMillan. Very excited to go see UBS for the first time. I love checking out a new stadium, except if it's FedEx Field, which is in Washington, D.C. That place sucks. I'll never go there again. MetLife, I got to tell you, MetLife was much better than expected. Don't love going there, but this will be my second time using Penn Station Transit to LIRR, Long Island Railroad, for those who aren't familiar, from Penn Station. So that's always fun because I have basically I'm working till 5 to 6. This is fun. This is the rat race. I'm already excited. My butthole is already tight. 5 to 6, and then 6 o'clock, I'm going from downtown Manhattan straight to Penn Station, and then there's a 6:39 train I got to get on. So I got to get from there, and it should be fine. It should take about 22 minutes to get there, but you can't have – there's no room for error. Well, I mean, there's like 17 minutes, obviously, if you do the math. But I got to get a train ticket. And then you go, you remember I did a video for this when I went to the fucking Jets-Bills game. You get a train ticket, and then you don't know where your train is. You stand there and you look at a screen, and then it says track 8. And everybody just fucking go, boom, 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 boom. You get out there, you go to track 8, and you try to fucking weasel your way on the train and get a spot. Hopefully you get a seat. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. That'll be fun. Maybe I'll video it a little bit later. I don't know if I have like a stain there. Is that a stain or is it just a glare? So anyways, Islanders game tonight. Looking forward to that. They play the Columbus Blue Jackets, who I am invested in. So, sneakily, I will be in the stands hoping that they win. Don't tell Brian. I hope he's not listening. There is MTA. You can buy tickets. I know the track number. Oh, there's an app. There's an app. You're right. Brian told me about this. Absolutely horrific. What happened to Carolina last night, dude? They are in shambles. Carolina is in a fucking rut. Slate is weak today. It is very nice. What is race team total over? That's funny. Nice call on Robert Morris being slightly. Fucking Nikki forgot me. Nikki told me to erase this. Sorry, Nikki. Nice call on Robert Morris being slightly too sharp. Open 7.5, went straight down to 6.5, landed on 7. Nice play with Canisius. Morris was only sharp for the real sharps. I hit it first. W's. Yep. Why did I say fake sharp? I think I just I'll tell you exactly why. Because those +7s don't hit. At least not for me. Maybe they hit for you. And if they do, good shit. Stick to what works. You know what I mean? I'm not here to tell you how to what to bet or how to bet. Just tell you what I like to do and what works, and you can figure it out from there. +7s for me in college basketball have not worked these past 2 seasons. Feels a little bit trappy. So yeah, I use that as a buy low opportunity for Canisius. Great night in college basketball. However, I will not shy away from the rut on the ice. It has been nothing but downhill since fucking. Oh wow, we got 20 people watching on Twitter. What's up, Twitter people? Feel free to hang out. I'm not going to do anything or go anywhere, but if you want to come into Twitch, you can always engage in the chat with Penny Officer. And where's fucking Dingleberry? Dingleberry told me to take UC Santa Barbara. I actually really like this read. I'm not going to give him shit. It's my decision at the end of the day. We take accountability for our mistakes. Good morning. Yeah. Yes, the W is lowercase. What it do? What's up, D Smalls? Yes, the W is lowercase. What it do? Oh, that's all right. I won't give you shit about that. Oh, dude, that undersweat. Weeks off my life. My wife is brushing her teeth. I'm in the kitchen making fucking sleepy time tea. I'm making sleepy time tea, and I have my phone over here, and I'm just like looking. I'm like, I don't like to watch. I'm just looking. I'm pouring the tea, steeping the bag. I'm just looking at the score. The numbers are changing. I can't see what they are, but they're changing. And if they're changing, that means they're scoring. And if you have an under, you don't want that. You see the numbers changing. I'm like, God damn it. The numbers won't stop changing. There's 27 seconds left. Foul, free throws, foul, 3. Oh my God. I almost jinxed it. I just said if it goes over, I'll scream. First time chatter in the house. Here we go. What's up, Doe Money? Welcome. Good call in San Fran and you and I. Thank you. I appreciate it. Sound like Jerry? Jerry, who? Jersey Jerry? Did I just sound like Jersey Jerry? How do you feel about the IUP still in total? I was like under, then it moved up. Haven't gotten there yet, Doe, but we will take a look. We'll dive and dig. First time chatter. MJ Broad. Is this a burner or is this actually you? I never tuned in, and then I was what was the last time I put more than a unit on anything? Oh, dude, I'm telling you, man, being a flat, I can't be a flat better. I like increasing my units. I'm probably going to do one tonight, hinted. But being a flat better, I think is honestly like if I have kids and they're sports bettors, I'm going to tell them you got to be a flat better. Happy Patrick Kane W's new account, LMAO. Well, welcome. To be honest, I feel like I'm getting more value, but hate that the line is moving the other way. Fair enough. That's how it works. You hate the lines moving, that the moving is it. God, Jesus Christ. I can't talk. Sorry, I'm an idiot. You hate that the line is moving against you because you don't want somebody who is sharp, professional, knows something that maybe you don't, and betting way more money than you do because you might think, what the fuck am I missing? However, sharp doesn't always win. So you got to remember, you got to go with your gut. You got to go with your plums. And then you look at it as a buy low spot. You know what I mean? So it all depends. It all depends. Hold on one second. Let me take this off. Do not disturb. Okay. What was I going to do? Oh, let me just check something real quick, and then we're going to get into it, guys. So we are, as I mentioned, we're going to talk NHL with Jovan. He's going to be on at 11:30. That's what I was going to do. Sucker it, bleh. I am going to send Jovan the link, but remind me, he doesn't have to come on until 10:30. So I think we should do college. Should we do Patriot? What do you guys want to do? The best of first 5 comments win. Patriots, Steelers, or college basketball? What do you want to do? Chat it up. DGen on fire and CBB. Yeah. Hey, we're doing well. All thanks to you guys. CBB board is less games, but blessing in disguise will be easier to identify spots. Yep. NFL, CBB. All right. CBB is a win. Get football the fuck out of the way. You know what? I'm going to overrule it. Snacks is right. Sorry, Snacks is right. Oh, Dingleberry's here. Hey, listen, Dingle, let me tell you something. First and foremost, you never have to say sorry. You never have to apologize because it ain't your fault. You're not out there fucking shooting shots and calling plays, but that's all right. Sorry for this LDJ in 8 minutes with no field goals made in the second half. Oh, is that what happened? It was looking good almost all game. They were down by like 6. I'll take that for a 13.5 dog. That's brutal. You never have to say sorry. How did CBB win? What does that mean? Oh, we got another first-time chatter. Josh JJ, what's up? Welcome. Welcome to the board review. I hope you all enjoy it here. And if you don't enjoy it here, that's too bad. Hold on. No rush. Just sending now before I forget. Oh, before I forget, do you guys remember that song? Maybe I'll play that song. Let's do a quick little recap, and then we will talk NFL. Hold on one second. Let's get loud. All right, I'm going to play a little song for you guys because every time I say something, it reminds me of a song, and then I have to play it. Do you guys remember this? This is old school. This is old school rock right here. You guys don't know this fucking song. You guys don't know this song. Canisius, first half cash too. Towson +2. I don't know why it's all faded. I must have rubbed my back up against it. Towson +2. Toledo. I had Toledo on the board. I didn't fucking play it. Winner. Clemson under. Holy tight butthole. Marquette first half POD. Cash the POD. UCSB Dingle. That's okay, Dingle. Ice. Score first system's dead. I know Dartmouth. I fucking forgot about Dartmouth. Forgot all about Dartmouth. W Dartmouth. Pin TV over. Tried to get cute. Can't do it. Can't get cute in the ice. VGK St. Louis over. Shout out, actually. Furl. He has been on point with this shit. The rematches, the totals go the opposite way. Granted, the Knights ended up winning too, but we just saw the Penguins and the Flyers play each other twice. Flyers won both games. One went over, one went under. Canes money line, team total over. Canes have cost me 3 units in the last 2 nights. Cock sucker. Apologize to chat, and when I tell, you never have to apologize. Not your fault. Pistons were rat shit, fake shot. Orlando, Cleveland over. Remember we said I was like 222 going up to 224? Paulo, although the Magic are in shambles if Jalen Suggs is hurt. BK Atlanta, I don't think that went over. Clippers money line, booyah. Yeah, you know what? I got a bad feeling in the NBA overall last night, and I just stayed off entirely. But the Pistons gave me a weird vibe because I said to myself, yes, this looks a little short. They're a team that's lost 16 or however many games in a row. They're terrible. But the only thing that kept me off, I was like, at the end of the day, who really wants to lay any amount of points on the road with a 5-win Grizzlies team? Nobody really does. So nobody's really running to bet the fucking Grizzlies. You know what I mean? So that's kind of why I stayed off. Kobe, watch your mouth. Bang, what do we got? Canes Flames today. Nobody's winning. Oh, my God. Could you imagine? Canes can suck my dick. Yeah, no shit. Where's Fultz? He's been hurt, man. He's been hurt. How is that Embiid over 30? How that Embiid over 30 and a half do, man? 50 bomb. Yeah, no shit. Whoever called that, great job. It was always Anthony Black. Listen, as a Magic fan and a heavy investor, 5 units on the win total over, I got to tell you, I'm a little nervous. All these goddamn Fultz is hurt. Fultz is a fucking G. We know Wendell Carter Jr., who's like one of their best defensive players, big men, fractured finger. He's out 3 weeks, 4 weeks or something. And now Jalen Suggs, who's been the heart and soul of the team, rolled his ankle. It looked pretty bad. Injuries are killing us, man. But you know what? Paulo stepped up. He put the team on his back. Franz was off last night. You got to love that. All right. Paulo, I told you 8.5-2 was over in the first half. Yep. Great job. Good job. Magic Slurp Bang. Cam Thomas betters. Yeah, I saw people bitching about that. What was he, like a plus EV guy that didn't come through? That's too bad. I'm being serious too. I don't like people losing bets. I'm just being a smart ass about the plus EV stuff. All right, let's get into it. Let's get the NFL game over. Jesus Christ. Steelers, Patriots. You know, I have a best bet. I have a best bet in this game. I have a best bet in the Steelers Patriots game. Total 6.5 down to 6, 32.5 down to 30.5. Mitch Trubisky against Bailey Zappi. I know what we're going to do. This is the best bet. I'm serious. This doesn't happen very often, but this is a great opportunity. And you guys have to capitalize on this stuff because short term, this is going to benefit you long term. The best bet in this game is probably not to make any bet at all. And you know what you do? You play hero ball. This is the perfect opportunity to play hero ball. What do I mean by hero ball? You check in with your loved ones, your friends, your family, your significant other, and you spend some quality time with them tonight while a game is on. A primetime Thursday night football game, Patriots, Steelers. They don't know it's Mitch Trubisky and Bailey Zappi. They think, a couple years ago, this would have been must-watch TV. But this is what you do. You take this opportunity. Take your wife out to dinner. Take your girlfriend out. Have a nice little night. Go to Outback. Go to Red Lobster. When's the last time you've seen your grandparents? Check in with your grandparents. Take them to fucking Golden Corral. How about your mom and dad? What's your mom and dad up to? Do they need dinner? Do they want to spend some quality time? Go scoop up fucking Carrabba's. Go hang out with them. Put something TV on, but not the game. Whatever they want to watch. Pimple Popper, Dr. Pimple Popper, doesn't matter, Mom. Put whatever you want on. 90 Day Fiancé? Sure. You want to get started on Christmas movies? Put Christmas Vacation on. It's great. Yes, I'm purposely naming. I'm just naming chain restaurants that are anyone can access. But for what it's worth, my grandparents love Golden Corral and my mom loves Carrabba's. That's what you should do. Serious. I'm not even being a smartass. They're going to say, "Oh, isn't the game on?" Yeah, it's okay. You spend some quality time with your family. My mom loves 90 Day Fiancé too. Make sure they know you aren't watching the big game. Yeah, exactly. But isn't there a game on? Yeah, Steelers, Patriots. Oh, wow. Isn't that a good game? That doesn't matter. Last time my girl said, "Why hasn't there been football on lately?" As I'm talking to her while she's reading, she don't want to hang out with me. Give me a guaranteed winner. Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick, man. You know, I was kind of following that Patriots game a little bit. I think I heard this is the only time a team has lost 3 straight games and the defense hasn't given up 10 or more. So credit to the Patriots defense, but what is this Patriots offensive roster? I mean, they got fucking nobody. Talon Horton Tucker, who is this guy? Who is this guy? Who's catching passes? It's crazy. There is a day to take a break from gambling. It's today. Duke football just set this with like 10 years by hiring Manny Diaz. Oh, wow. Manny Diaz? What are you talking about, Special K? He had the fucking world's #1 defense that you were glamoring over. Not a soul catching passes. Didn't Greg come in here and say he was going to be on the Steelers? Yes. Yep. He's leaning into it. He's going to be on the Steelers. So, yes, Soul, by the way, handyman, S-O-U-L, but that's all right. We're just here to help. We're not being assholes. No, I mean, in all seriousness, Greg has a bet in this game, and he's going to stick with it. At the end of the day, if you have a read, if you have a hunch, if you have a play, if your gut and plums are speaking to you, even if you're going to be wrong, being on it and being wrong is not as bad as not being on it and being right. Because that's the whole point of gambling. You got to swing the bat. You can't be scared to strike out. You know what I mean? At least you get up there and you swing the bat. And yeah, there's going to be haters and trolls and people talking shit in your comments and your DMs because you're wrong. Who cares? Fuck them. They're not swinging the bat. They're a bunch of bitches. So you know what? PP is already is OP. Mitchie T.O. Russia. Greg's got a lean. And his whole thing about fading the Steelers last week is because they had a divisional game. And then in between that and this showdown with Mike Tomlin and Bill Belichick on deck, he faded the Steelers with the Cardinals. I took the over like a fucking bozo. I'm okay. I'm okay if you want to be on the Steelers. What's the plus EV over? I don't know. You know what is interesting? I saw Greg post this. God damn it. Hold on. This is interesting if you go on Action Network. And look, at the end of the day, Action Network, if you're going to see who you're following and who they're on, they're smart people. But sometimes when everything is too lopsided with the smart people, it gives me a little bit of, I don't know, uneasiness. And Wise Man once said, never lay the points with a shit QB. L. Pearson, that's good. I like that. Are you a first-time chatter? I've never seen your name before. Nope, not a first-time chatter. If you bet this game, call the fucking number. Yeah, Special K, I already told you. Be a hero. Spend some quality time with your loved ones. I find this to be a little interesting, don't you guys? 9-1. There's the one. There's one brave soul. 9-1. 9-1. Do you know what that makes me think of? That makes me think of a song too. And yeah, I'm going to fucking play it. Although I don't know.
Somebody call 911. Shawty fire burning on the dance floor.
Whoa! I have one play in this game. Hero ball. Take your family out. Take your friends out. Take your loved ones out. Spend some quality time with them. Did John Kingston die, by the way? R.I.P. if he did. Okay. In all seriousness, though, if you want to try to come up with a game script, how do you not play? I mean, this is the don't overthink it under, isn't it? I know everybody's going to be on it. 32 down to 30.5. Steeler. No, he didn't. Oh, okay. Good. He was the Monday Night Football game. No, he didn't die. Who am I thinking of? Sean Kingston? I mean, I'm glad he didn't die. Sean is alive and well. Good. 696 million plays.
Hey, yo, Sean Kingston. You're way too beautiful, girl.
He was at the Jags game? Today's a bad day to bet. Nothing from me. Hey, WQB Vision. Sean is alive and well. All right, I'm very glad to hear it. I like Sean Kingston. He was at the Jags game. How the fuck do you guys know that? DK has a race of 20 points. Neither team plus 105. Whoa. Oh, wow. Someone help me pick a survivor pick. Steelers go win today or Texans versus Jets. Honestly, man. Oh, Boss 6 new follow. What's up? First time chatter. W's all the first timers. New chatters in here. I think it's got to be. I think you got to go Steelers. I got a weird feeling about that Texans game. We'll talk NFL tomorrow with Steak and Greg. By the way, if you haven't already, website, subscribe to the newsletter. It's fucking free. If you want to pay, you can. There's a pledge option there, which is very nice. I think 42 people have pledged $8 a month. It's very nice of them. Also, if you hit the shop store, the hats are all on sale. Gotta go right now. I think it should be working today. $15 foam trucker hats. Somebody bought a dad hat yesterday. W's, those are now $20 too. Feel like the Steelers too. Yeah, I think it's got to be the Steelers. And I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't like that. All right, but let's talk game script here. Game script here is probably going to be. I don't see the Patriots doing much. I mean, groundbreaking analysis. The Steelers are probably. I mean, look, Mitch Trubisky. He woke up a little bit in the end of that Cardinals game. They put up what? 10 points in a quarter and a half once the offense woke up a little bit after Mitch came in because Kenny Pickett went down. Mitch Trubisky can play football. I mean, I think the Steelers cover here. I think the Steelers win, and I think they cover. I think it's like a gross-ass game. I mean, obviously. I think it's probably like, I don't know, 21-6. Well, no, the Patriots defense is pretty good. I don't think they're going to get 21. Oh, I have a call. Fuck that shit. 14-6, 17-6. I don't know if I see the Patriots scoring, although I did make a parlay. I made a parlay. No Najee, most likely. Do you think the line will move anymore? I would be high. I don't think so. Warren reception yards. Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. Mitch is a backup quarterback, right? He's a backup quarterback. He's probably going to check down. He's probably going to go to the safe route. He's probably going to go to Freiermuth. Freiermuth is back. Freiermuth, the first game back with the new offensive coordinator, Mike Sullivan, calling plays. He did great in Cincinnati. I think he had 120 yards, although that was with Kenny Pickett, granted. I think that it's probably I think they're going to try to run the ball. I think they are going to try to run the ball. So Warren, Najee, if there's no Najee, I would definitely go. The last Thursday game was a weird one too with the weather delays, so that didn't help Mitch. Yeah, good point. I think Mitch does just fine. I don't know why people are taking the Patriots with the points. I wouldn't. No tampoco. Waiting for that hour before kickoff where sharp money hits the Patriots for absolutely no reason, just like it does every week. Take the Steelers. Yep. I don't know if that's true. Mitch plays a lot of hero ball, even though he shouldn't. Which part wasn't true, Pearson, that I said? I said Mitch is a backup quarterback, and the Steelers offense did okay towards the end of last game. Oh, you're saying he's not going to be conservative? He's going to try to play hero ball, and he's going to fuck up? Is that what you're saying? Shut up, Fats. Tell him. I want to save the Packers for Week 16 versus Panthers. Nice. W, if anybody's in their survivor pool. Fucking Greg, one of Steak's friends is still in Circa Survivor. One of 30. $9 million pot. W's. Stevenson now. Okay. Wouldn't know. Didn't bet it. Okay. I think it's the Steelers tonight. I don't give a fuck. Square, don't care. Think it's the Steelers. Player prop, I don't have one. You saw my parlay I made for fun. Patriots defense and Steelers defense to score. 80-1. Why not? Pass team total over? No way. I meant it like he won't play conservative. I don't think just knowing how he plays. Got it. Okay. Fair enough. Only prop I like is Muth receptions. Yeah, that's fine. Steelers louder than it's free. I think there's absolutely nothing wrong with a I fucked that up. That's okay, Pearson. We had a lot going on this morning. Hold on one second. Okay. I would say this. My one concern is if you try to get involved with player props in this game is when the game is going on and it's terrible. If you didn't listen to my advice and you didn't take my POD, which is take your family out. If you didn't listen to my advice and you're watching this game and you bet a bunch of player props and the game is fucking terrible, you're just going to be kicking yourself. And you're like, oh God, what am I doing betting on this? What am I doing betting over anything in this game? Now, if you want to be really contrarian and you want to do, bet on expect the unexpected, you're betting over points. You're betting over in the game. You're betting over all kinds of shit. Go ahead. I'm not doing that. I just don't have the heart to do it. Fair enough. TJ Watt 2+ sacks. Sure. Running game for the Steelers. Although I don't know. Mitch can play. He's a serviceable quarterback. This is a movie kind of night. Yep. I would go to the movies, but I'm going to the Islanders game with Ian and Brian. I can't wait. But if I wasn't, I'd probably go to the movies and I would see Saltburn. Looks good. Kevin, did you ever see Killers of the Flower Moon? I never saw it. You saw Vazzy lost his back shot last night. No, I saw a goal scored 53 seconds left though. POD, spray the NHL board. W's, yes. UBS, yes, I did a lot. Oh, really? Would you say it's better than Oppenheimer? Oppenschleimer? God damn it. I never found a good showing time. It's always been like a 6:30 or 7 o'clock. I can't go to a 6:37 for a 3.5 hour movie. You kidding me? I fall asleep at 9 o'clock. All right, we're going to play 1, 2, and then let's go to CBB. UBS made me think of UB40. Man save. Only food. I like to Kill the Irishman a lot. Some people were like, nah, I don't know. It was old. It was long. It was slow. I loved it. Heineken Terrace is nice at UBS. Can smoke freely in this. You can smoke cigarettes? Wow. Buy low. This is Canisius 2.0. 7 down to 5.5. No more air trumpet. Sax only. Only fool. And weed. Nice. I'll let everybody know. Went 1 point before my eyes. No way. Falling in love with you. Shall I say? Could it be a sin? Wow, we got a short board. I can't help falling in love with you. All right. Why did I start playing that again? Oh, UBS, UB40. I was like, what the fuck happened? Sometimes I swear I feel like I'm getting dementia. I guess that could happen when you drink alcohol fucking since you're 15 years old. Probably not smart. Shout out Smirnoff Ice and Zima's red wine. No, I was saying UBS, UB40. All right. Let's talk college basketball. We have 11 a.m., 12 p.m. game. We have Burke Bell. Berea College versus Bellarmine. No, thank you. Rust College at North Alabama. No, thank you. What the fuck is North Alabama popping up everywhere? What did they do? Some senator fucking paid off somebody at the NCAA. You got North Alabama playing FSU. Now you got them fucking the basketball school is relevant all of a sudden. What the fuck happened? What's going on in North Alabama? That's what I don't want to know. Delaware State, Virginia Lynchburg. I don't like the sound of that. Anyone know how the OSCO was made by a toddler? No. It's so weird, man. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't like it. Songbird of his generation. Thank you. I love karaoke. I do love karaoke. But I just want to make it clear. I know I don't have a good voice. It's always kind of annoying, and I have friends that do this. They think they can sing. And then they, like, when someone actually does have, a better than average voice and they sing karaoke and they, like, take it out like it's their time to shine, like it's their Lady Gaga scene in Star is Born. It's like, come on. You're at a bar outside in like Daytona Beach. Like, come on. This isn't Radio City. You know what I mean? Tone it down. All right. But I will tell you from experience, I'm going to tell you right now, I sang this with my sister for karaoke. Don't ever agree or choose to sing Who Let the Dogs Out. It is the worst karaoke song because you say the same. You don't want songs that just say the same thing over and over again, and you don't want songs with long instrumentals. EV bot police department. This is getting out of control. Is it? I don't know. I only sing drink, bro. I feel like, W Pit Stain. God, I don't know why I got like a tight muscle in my back. You want to know a good karaoke song, and then we'll talk college basketball here. This is a good one. Paper Planes is a good one. Shout out Pineapple Express. Say 15 miles to the love shack, yeah. I'm getting down, hey, looking forward, can't wait. Bro hit me with a no period. And break your jukebox money. All right. You just woke up the wife with your singing. I'm very sorry. I need a farm channel points. Wow, DJ can sing. Thank you. One time at karaoke in Long Island City, they had notepads on the bathroom mirror about a glory hole. Even my dog's looking at me funny. Really? You don't like it for karaoke? Man, I think it's so good. You think someone is unwell. Maybe I am a little fucked in the head. Who is it? All right, let's keep moving. There is not a goddamn. I mean, what are we doing here? What are we doing? There's only one thing. Everybody keeps talking about Eastern Kentucky and IUPUI. What's up, DJ? What's up, JP Delfro? One time I listened to the board review. Ref Raid, bonjour. What's up, Ref? Good morning, everybody. You just missed the karaoke. Sorry if you would like to hear my beautiful song voice. It's not going to happen because we're balls deep in Eastern Illinois and IUPUI. You know, it's funny. I was texting Steak this morning, and I said, let me see. I was texting Steak this morning, and where's it, Steak? He said, this was at 8:10. As I was walking my dog, drinking my coffee, my hands were freezing. He said, just listen to Veasan. First 10 minutes of show, he shits on IUPUI. Now I kind of want to bet them. He's referring to Greg Peterson. 8:10 a.m. What do you guys think about that? Good morning, bro. Pat Muth, first TD at any time. Hope you have a great day, bro. Thank you. Yeah, Pat Muth is a good look. You attacking this beautiful board today? I'm attacking the shit out of the ice. For old time's sake. Is that an old time's sake thing? Yeah, I'm a little nervous. I'm tailing G Unit. How did that become a thing? It's very funny. I just wondered who started it. No. I like hoops. I'm a Greg guy. I'm a Greg Peterson guy. Wholesome as fuck. No, my friend, I should make a disclaimer here. My friend who's listening, he's not familiar at all with him. I just told him, I was like, you should start in your downtime. You should start listening to Veasan. And so he put on the college basketball pod, and he just said, first 10 minutes of the show, he shits on IUPUI. Motherfuckers, no, I know that, but who started saying tailing G Unit? He's not an OG. G Unit, Greg Peterson's been around way before the surgical strain. Way before I love him. I love Greg Peterson. Great guy. Super nice guy. Wholesome as fuck. Love his pictures going to freaking Texas Roadhouse, eating steaks, beer reviews at 3 a.m. Guy's drinking a fucking Sam Adams at 3 a.m. while he brushes his teeth. The only thing I want to do for NBA and NFL is an 8-legger that's like plus 120. Not bad. That's how I knew. Oh, yeah, I'm sure a lot of you guys, I've been listening to Veasan for like 7 fucking years. Greg's been on there for a very, very long time. He's their Ken Palm, basically. I like Greg Peterson, Ian. I'm not shitting on him by any means. But I'll never disrespect G Unit. Me neither. You won't catch me disrespect. And if anything, I would defend the G Unit disrespect. Is actually sad. I mean, it's not depending on your schedule. When I worked at a bar, we were closing that shit down. I was having a fucking Yingling while I'm closing down the POS systems. Did I charge it to myself? Did I put it on the inventory? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Can he get a better time slot? No, probably not. Guy barely sleeps. He goes to the studio late as hell at Circa and grinds like all night. He's a fucking maniac. All right. So what do we like? What do we like? Let's see. Is there anything to be had here? Anything to be had, or do we just stay away? UNC Greensboro and Eastern Kentucky. We got a little RLM to EKU. Is that what I'm seeing? Is that accurate? Yeah, the CBB slate sucks. I'm not forcing anything. Hey, not forcing anything. If you have 3 bets on this college basketball board, there's a good chance that's too many. Don't let me be the no fun police. I just want to make that loud and clear. I don't see lines for the games on the big books. I don't know. But the lines always move 3 points. Go to splits, please. Hey, if you ask nicely, unlike that fucking bourbon whiskey guy in my DMs, there's a good chance I'll do it. I don't take much. It don't take much. Little manners goes a long way. I'll tell you that much. I reckon. Hold on. The problem is my computer is slow as fucking shit. UNC Greensboro, 6.5. Greensboro shoots a ton of 3 points. He can't defend it. Okay. You know what this could be, Ian? This could be a Canisius 2.0 today. EKU looks sharp. Well, it is sharp. If it moved 1.5. Oh, yeah. Look at this. I'm off EKU. Look like the play, but check out the lines they've been getting. Dub Club money buys a lot. Dude, I think I make like $170 on Dub Club. And I split it with Greg and Jake. Well, I was. Now I just put it towards the office. So no, I don't have enough for that, unfortunately. But thank you. Good morning, Rocket Teeth. By the way, it's very funny. I was listening to Trent's stream, and it's very funny. I think he's talking shit to you in a very nice way, but it's very funny. I was like, oh, that guy's in my stream. Jake is steak. Sorry. Yeah. I mean, it's sharp as attack. Sharp as attack. I don't want to follow it personally. I think I'm with Ian on this one. Hashtag I'm with Ian. Hashtag I'm with Ian. I'm going to Action Network right now. I do like to look at Action Network's app for the lines. I'm seeing here an opener was 9.5 down to 5.5. Holy moly. You know what they probably do? You know what they're probably doing, in my opinion? If I had to guess, the people with money, maybe they don't trust UNC. Maybe they don't trust UNC Greensboro with a big number. Let's see. Well, they have covered 9.5 by 12. Oh, 15. Oh, wow. They beat Arkansas outright. Jesus Christ. Yeah, maybe they don't trust him. They haven't played in 6 days, guys. They have not played in 6 days. Is this an under? I think we might have ourselves a little first half under. Ooh. Towson respects coin. Yep, you sure do. Great call. What about a little first half under in this bitch? Can anybody get down for that? Special K was the Towson whisperer. Good job there. How about a first half under? Eastern Kentucky can't shoot for shit. They can't score. And UNC Greensboro, they're good to the over, but they haven't played in 6 days. This is my capping style. UNC Greensboro. I have one other question. Is this a potential geographical rivalry game? I don't know the boundaries of Kentucky very well. Where is Kentucky? Let's see. Does Kentucky touch the Carolinas? No. Kentucky. Oh. Wait a minute. Kentucky. Wait, are you sure? Kentucky. Kentucky doesn't touch Carolina? Carolina and Kentucky only care about each other in March. Wait, Kentucky doesn't touch Bowling Green? What state is that? What state is to the east of Kentucky? It's not coming up on my map. Wait a minute. Is my map fucking with me? Where is this Kentucky? Oh, it's West Virginia. Eastern Kentucky. Hold on. Eastern Kentucky. Kentucky. God damn it. Eastern Kentucky University. Okay, directions. Switch. Now I'm going to go to UNC Greensboro. All right, let's see. No, it's very far. It's very far. Prayers up to postponed their game last night. Shooting that game. Jesus Christ. I heard something happen. I didn't even see any of the details. That's terrible. That is fucking terrible. Geography. Yep. Sorry. Okay. Fine. My bad. I just wanted to know. I like the first half under. You're right. Too much time wasted. My bad. Keep me moving. We got Jovan coming on here in a handful of minutes. We're going to the ice in 5 minutes. When Jovan gets here, we'll go to the ice. We have to clear rivalry 101's happening same time, same line. We have 2 clear rivalries. Iowa State, Central Arkansas, Little Rock, same number. Iowa, Central Arkansas seems totally outmatched in our 1-9. Damn. Okay. Kane's Whisperer me says today is the Kane. Oh God, could you imagine? It probably is. You guys all think so? Okay. Central Arkansas, and you know how I feel about these +7 spreads. You know how I feel about that. I like the Eastern Kentucky UNC Greensboro first half under. Also, I am just curious. Look at that. Look at all the sharps hitting the over. You think they're going to get burned? Huh? 62% of the bets, 86% of the money on that over? I bet. Yep. Okay. I like that. I might play that. I might play that for half a unit. Central Arkansas and Little Rock. I mean, that's a big spread. I don't care that Central Arkansas. Oh, same line, same time. You're right. One of them's going to hit. One of them's going to hit. You know what? Little Rock. What's Little Rock been doing? Oh, my God. Of course, Little Rock, dude. Ever since Little Rock fucked me in overtime, they go and win and cover 3 straight. Cock suckers. Some a bitch pile monkey nuts. Oh, my God. Central Arkansas. Oof, geez. They're terrible. Let's look at this line. Ooh, Central Arkansas. Ooh, man, I don't know. Guys. This is hard. All right. I don't know that I love anything here. That total is plummeting, though. 159 down to 155.5. Everybody's on the under. Everybody's on the gosh dang under. Little Rock, Arkansas Trojans are a great over team. Oh, okay. All right. Iowa State, probably the only game on the only game worth a shit. All right. Sharp, not too sharp. Love the Iowa fade even more. Wow, there's so many +7s, and I hate the +7. All right, what do we think here? Over is the play in that Iowa game. Really? 157 down to 153.5. So you're fading the sharps, huh? That's what you're going to do? You bold son of a bitch. Oh, wow. We're going to buy low on this over. Highest ISU over of the season. Well, that tells me if Iowa scores, don't they? Iowa can score. They can shoot. I mean, dude, keep in mind, this Iowa team has seen 173 and 167. So I don't think it's that weird. You know what I mean? It's you're right though. It's the highest total. It's the highest total Iowa State seen by 17 points. Can I just do an Iowa State first half under? Sort of. Not on the road though. So you're saying Iowa doesn't go over on the road? Well, they went 176 points against Creighton. They went under against Purdue. I don't know, man. I don't know. My opinion, Iowa's grossly overrated. I'm on Iowa State. So Iowa should win now that I said this. Fair enough. This is hard. This is very hard. Iowa's offense on the road is something I can't get involved with. And Iowa just lost by 20 to Purdue. Gosh, dang. Iowa's a little trendy. Iowa is a little trendy. Hawkeyes are 5-3. Iowa State 6-2. Look at the splits. Public's like Iowa spread. Yes. Yeah, not super public. It's not super public. It's sharp to Iowa. Yep. You got the under. Well, your sharp is attack because it's 153.5 now. Maybe. You like the dip on Iowa State? Okay. I can't get involved with the side here. If anything, I would fade the sharp money on the over. I'd say the under is too sharp. This shadow, nothing against you. Maybe I could middle it. I'll get over 153. You have the under 156, and we got a 3-point middle. I kind of like the buy low over here. Personally. That's, yeah, okay. You know what I could do, too, in this game? You know what I could do, too? I agree, it has dropped too much. You know what I could do for this game? I can go for here? A wait-and-see first half. If the first half is low scoring, like 31-28, second half over, hammer. Second half over, hammer. And then you wait and see. And in first half, if it doesn't come in like that, you just pass. You just pass. But if it does come in like that, opportunity. I'm laying the points to Iowa State. Their defense is elite. Oh, you like their defense? Well, fuck. I think that's what I'm going to do in this game. That's what I'm going to do. Anywhere I do it on you. That's fair, gambles. That's fair. I think EKU might be fake sharp a little bit. I think somebody said, maybe it was ref or someone, they said money line or bust. Sure, why not? I got no issue with that. Watched your video of the MSG food place yesterday. Oh, thank you. It was very like last minute. My wife and I, we got there so early, and it was 5:40. The game wasn't until 6:30, and I was like, "There's nobody there." It's like, fuck it, let's make a little content. The quality was terrible though. Also, what's up? I got to figure out TikTok. My algorithm sucks. The algorithm doesn't like me. Maybe it's because I never open it. Oh, wait. As I said that, I think my video just got 9 likes. Oh, never mind. They're all by the same person. I got to, Jovan said coming on in a second. No problem. I got to, great video. Oh, you liked it? Good. I watched the whole thing, by the way. Nice. What's that? I don't know. You want me to pull it up? Oh, exactly. That was that's what I need to do. I never go on TikTok ever. The food selection is garbage. That was kind of the takeaway from it, right? The options suck. I need to see a game at MSG. I walked through when I was there in October. Nothing was going on at MSG. Yep. Let's see. Let's see if the analytics. Fuck. How do I look at the analytics again? We're done. We're done in college basketball. I got nothing else. All right, hold on. Let me see. Oh, I got a new follow. Always the Hook started following me. Sweet. All right. I mean, I'm trying. I'm not a TikTok guy, but, I'll throw some shit on there every now and then. All right, hold on. So how do you see the analytics? Privacy settings. Fuck, I can't figure it out. That was hilarious, though. I thought it was hilarious. I got nothing else. North Dakota State, no thank you. They came through for us recently. That's a sneaky, that's an interesting one. 0-2 on the road, 3-0 at home, 1.5 to 2.5. That could be Portland could be live tonight. Didn't North Dakota State just come through for all the sharps too, myself included? They sure did. Oh no, I didn't take them. They sure fucking did. Wow. It might be Portland tonight. Yes, I have been. Final Four. I went with Steak flew up. W Steak. Steak's a diehard sports fan. He goes everywhere. Steak flew up morning of, and we went to Florida. Was it Florida, South Carolina? Something like that. A couple years ago. No, not a couple. Maybe like 5 or 6 years ago. NDSU beat Portland's 30. Ooh. W's. Kind of interesting. I think I like Portland. Oh, Jovan's in. Jovan, you good to go? W's. All right. Awesome. Welcome. Thanks for hopping in.
Of course.
Are you? Hold on, let me turn my computer video up. Is this your lab or is this Trent's studio?
Nah, I'm in the Trent cave today.
Very cool. What are they in? Like a big ass house with multiple rooms?
Yeah, pretty much. This is just the I guess shared space where he does surgical stream from. And then whenever I'm here, I tap in over here too.
Okay, and then I have a question. Is that real exposed brick or is that wallpaper?
No, it's wallpaper.
Okay, I was gonna say because that looks like a studio in like the Village of Manhattan that I've seen.
Yeah, this is if it was real brick, it would feel like a true New Yorker. But
I know, yeah, it's kind of giving me that vibe. What is your sweatshirt? Is that North Cal? Who's that?
Cali Redwoods. It's a lacrosse team.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I was thinking about fading North Dakota State today, and then I noticed the colors. I was like, wait, I can't do that if you're wearing a North Dakota State shirt. I'm very excited to talk NHL. We've got a big slate. You've been doing very well in hockey. I have been awful since joining Behind the Lines last week. I think I went 5-1 that night, and I think I am 2-8 since. Although 2 of those bets were fucking shutouts. But it hasn't been good. I haven't seen the board very well. I've been trying to, I think I told you this, I was trying to start dabbling in some more square, obvious, don't overthink it plays, specifically with the Islanders and Sharks under. No good. And the Hurricanes' first game road trip at the Jets, you pointed out the mismatch there, the physical style. That was a great point. Although, spoiler alert, I think maybe a couple guys have already pointed out, Furl and Special K, that it might be the Canes tonight. I don't know if you have the balls to go back to them. But real quick, before we go in, do you have anything on this disgusting short college basketball slate? I don't want to take too much away from Behind the Lines, but I came away with 2 potential plays: an Eastern Kentucky, UNC Greensboro first half under because Greensboro hasn't played in 6 days, a buy low on this Iowa State over. 3 plays, I guess, and then maybe Portland at North Dakota State.
Yeah, I was looking at that Portland game because it gave me a little bit of – it's interesting to me because I think for all the reasons you said, North Dakota State came off a massive overtime win that really shouldn't have been that close because they couldn't make a free throw, and then Portland just got pumped by Air Force. So in my gut, something tells me that this is a fake sharp game, so I don't want to go to it, but it's definitely Portland or nothing.
Okay.
That Iowa State line intrigues me a little bit. I'm not going to lie to you.
Which line?
The Iowa State specifically.
Oh, okay. Iowa State minus 6.5.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a lot of respect for a team that's. I mean, they obviously can't score. They can't score every year. It's obviously the easiest matchup they're going to get too, up until I don't know. Maybe you can argue Baylor and Big 12 play. I really don't think Iowa stacks up to many of the defenses they're going to see in the Big 12 anyway. So I'm not against your side and backing points there, but I do think that 7 is a little bit of respect. So I'll probably be dabbling in Iowa State as much as I hate it.
Okay, so one of the guys in here, I don't know if you're familiar with Ian McMillan. His Twitch handle is Shotfirer. I was going to go fight. Here it is. I'm laying the points with Iowa State. Their defense is elite. That would be my only concern on going with points. I guess if you lean Iowa State, maybe it's their defense that steps up. But Iowa, I don't know. I kind of like the little bounce back on the road after playing a Purdue team. And I don't know much about Iowa State, but I feel like Purdue's defense has got to be up there with the best of them. So after seeing them and then playing another road game in conference, maybe a little bit of a bounce back spot, rivalry, I thought you might get scoring from both teams, and this under just seems way too sharp moving down.
What I will tell you is Iowa State, for as great as their defense is, their last game was 99-80 against DePaul. DePaul is not a fantastic offense, to say the least, and I can't remember the last time I've seen Iowa State against any non-mid-major, non-D1 team score nearly 100 points. So that doesn't happen very often. So
okay,
that would caution me a little bit about backing points. But
that's probably good enough for me. Someone also did say that 157 is the highest total they've seen for Iowa State, and we just looked, and the highest total that they've had all year is 140.
Yeah,
so that's a lot. But you're right. After a 99-point performance, it might make a little bit more sense. All right, let's get to the ice. Did you have anything else you wanted to bring up on college basketball?
Yeah, not much.
All right, cool. Yeah, it's an awful board. All right, let's get into it. We've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 games. Phenomenal. It's 11:40. Is BTL at 12:30 today?
It is. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I think we can finish this up in about 35, 40 minutes. Let's start with the Sabres and the Bruins. Minus 265. It's not something that you don't see often with the Bruins team, but I don't know. With an opponent like the Sabres, I know the Sabres aren't very good this year, which I hope they stay that way because I did fade the Sabres on the season with their under point total. They always feel like a trendy dog. And people always expect goals, but maybe not. I don't know. I feel like you're more tapped in with the Sabres this year. Are people off the Sabres? Does anybody like betting the Sabres anymore? Feeling a close one. Furl, who's a Boston Bruins fan, says feeling a close one here.
Yeah. I think I was debating getting to the counter with the Sabres plus 1.5, which
Interesting.
Them and the Flyers, I guess, have been my favorite teams to do that with in certain spots, just because of the style of hockey they play. I would have loved it a little more if UPL was in net. I did usually tell myself I don't like betting on the Sabres unless we see UPL, and I think it's Levi tonight. But it's mainly about the Bruins, which I think they're starting to get going a little bit. But you know where I think it happens? They finally have the wake-up game. I think it's Saturday, partially because I don't know if you've been paying attention, but the early games on Saturday have been soaring over. So like that game, they play the Coyotes at home. I think that's a huge get-right spot, and I think they get a little scared today against the Sabres, who they showed a little bit of life at towards the end of that game against the Red Wings, where we had the over. So I think they're going to carry that momentum in a little bit, maybe be a little pesky, and this is like a 3-2 maybe game. So I kind of like Sabres in the black line.
That's an interesting point about the Saturday game coming up. I remember, I'm looking back at the previous matchups, the Bruins played in Buffalo, and I remember that line was really short. And I remember everybody in here said, have fun fading the Bruins, have fun fading the Bruins. The Bruins were like minus 140. Oh, it says it right here. They were minus 147. So 140, 150. Line looks really short, but that was also 2-3 weeks ago when the Sabres were still more trendy than they are now. Total fake sharp spot 5-2, so perhaps not necessarily revenge, but maybe your average bettor would think that the same would happen and have no problem laying it minus 1.5. So the unexpected play, I don't put a lot of value or stock into these percentages here, these consensus percentage, but a lot of steam on the Bruins. Last few times I've played teams that have caught steam and it hasn't worked out so well. 110 to 145 were the Hurricanes against the Jets. No thanks. I got no problem fading them right here. Love that. So Sabres plus 1.5. Kobe says soaring. Tage back. Sabres need to wake up like the under rivalry game too. Yeah, it is. It is and it isn't. I guess next. Tage back. Sabres need to wake up. I already looked at that. MGM has 6.5 on bet stamp. So the total 6 to 6.5 potentially. Any thoughts on the total?
I kind of lean the under. I think it's a 3-2 game, especially if I like the Sabres. I don't think that they're going to be able to outscore the Bruins. And like I was talking about, I think if you're going to see a bigger offensive outburst, maybe you could say you got that against the Leafs and they scored 4 goals, like a little bit, but haven't really seen it yet. I think it's Saturday. Continue to the trend of those games soaring, and it's going to be against the Yotes on the road. So today, I don't think they'll be scoring too much.
Love it. All right. One action says 6.5 was minus 135, and it's dropped to 6. Overs now minus 120. All right. Red Wings and Sharks. Somebody in here, Patrick Kane. Oh, here we go. Patrick Kane, I think his first game is tonight. First goal scored tonight for Detroit. You heard it here first. Is that going to be? I feel like everybody's probably going to be saying that with Patrick Kane.
You heard it here first. You'll probably hear it quite a few times after.
You're going to hear it 1,000 times today, I would imagine, or at least a lot of people are going to be having fun with that ticket. I don't know, man. I mean, the Sharks, is there even any reason to get involved with this game?
No, I don't think so. I will say, like, for it being Patty Kane's debut and the way that the Red Wings are playing right now, I could see the narrative forming that this is everybody's kind of party over game for the Sharks, which again, I think comes when they start to play a lot better defensive teams because they've been on this run where they're scoring goals against the Islanders, the Devils, and I guess sandwiched in that is the Rangers. They have a couple games coming up where they're going on the road against Vegas, hosting Winnipeg, a couple of those weirder games. So like, I wouldn't be surprised if this is also just a game where their offense continues to be pesky. It's like I look at the price, to be honest, of that Sharks team total, and it scares me a little bit wanting to back them because it is plus money for them to score 2.5, but matchup wise, this is kind of the same price that you see for the Sharks against anybody. So I don't know what to do.
Yeah, I don't know what to do either. It's kind of one of those things too, where I see two big numbers, same time slot, minus 265 Bruins, minus 285 Red Wings. I kind of like one to hit and one not. So if I don't like the Bruins, I agree with you on the Sabres. I almost think I like that under a little bit more personally. But the Red Wings, maybe this could be a blowout game. But yeah, I don't know, man. The Sharks are just in a weird mode right now. This would be a fun bet. Kane SOG under. Is anybody going to be taking that? That's like a Phil's. If Phil's Utley was a fucking hockey guy, I feel like that's what he would be on. Sharks have gone over the team total last 3 games. They are on the back end of a long 6-game road trip. We'll see them get overpowered tonight. It makes sense. I mean, they just spent, what did they do? They went to New Jersey, New York, Madison Square Garden, and the Islanders, and they won 2 of 3, and the one they lost was 6-5 against the Rangers. I mean, that is pretty fucking impressive. But yeah, I thought their party was over in Long Island. I was wrong. I don't want to be wrong twice against the Sharks, so I'm going to stay off that game entirely. Although I think it would be interesting to see Patrick Kane come out there and be a little bit more conservative and maybe just facilitate and get a feel for the game rather than rip puck. I don't know. That could be a nice, nasty play. Trent is hammering that over. What's that?
You know what I think is going to be a little different? Because I kind of think the Red Wings get away with this game, but I think it's late. I wouldn't be surprised to see the Sharks, which they haven't really done this even when they've been scoring goals, coming out like early, aggressive. I think Sharks to score first would be a fun bet tonight.
Oh, my God. That would be pretty fun, although I've been getting burned on first goal bets, so I'm going to take a little hiatus for a week, but I don't hate that at all. That's fun. By the way, is this your guys' Goots?
No.
Oh, I was going to say, because I heard you say Goots. I was like, wait, there's a Goots in my chat. Flyers line is a pick 'em. These hip injuries are a big deal. You think he signs with a team not to score? No. First game out there. Just getting your legs underneath you, getting familiar with your new teammates. He'll start ripping puck later for sure. All right. I feel like you're going to tell me it might be the Habs tonight.
Another one where I am very much looking forward to the weekend, so I don't love this spot because the Kings are undefeated on the road. And while I do think this is a tricky spot going into Montreal, you know where they go on Saturday?
No.
They go to the island, face the Islanders in UBS. It's like that's kind of a game where I have circled. So
the Rangers back-to-back nights. Holy shit.
Yeah, so like that little weekend 2-piece is where I think it's kind of party over. So I would be lying if I said I didn't think the Habs were going to be sneaky tonight, but I'm really looking forward to the weekend spots a little more for the Kings.
Do you think – let me see. I don't have it up. Does anybody know – I mean, I'm going to pull it up in a second. Does anybody know who is in net tonight? Is it Talbot? It's got to be Talbot if Copley played last time.
I would assume it's got to be Talbot, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't think it's been confirmed yet.
Is this not just a don't overthink it under?
Could be.
Where do you get 7 goals in this game, especially if you think that Long Island is on the mind of the Kings, which I agree with. I mean, that's a big back-to-back series for them.
It's a massive back-to-back.
Huge.
See, I don't know. My worry would be, I don't know, Talbot's been fantastic. So, like, if he's in that, I don't know if that's the wagon I want to ride in this game if we're talking about an under. I just don't know. I'm so torn on everything in this game.
Talbot is not confirmed. Talbot is due for a stinker. Furl, what do you like in this game? Man, this is one of those that I would play just using my hockey brain. And I mean, if you look at it, you know, the Kings, they're fucking 10-0 on the road, 7-2-1 to the puck line, and to the over. In their last 10, they're 1-7-1. So they're a great under team. They've got great defense. They've got great goaltending. Might be in a little bit of a look ahead spot. So maybe you don't see them fucking bringing their A game on the offensive side, but they can clamp down defensively. And I don't really think the Canadians offense is that much of a threat. They're 5-5 to the over in their last 10. And they're about a 500 team at home too. So I also don't think they're going to roll over and die. Let's see. I don't know. Beat them 4-0, 11-25, like the over. Okay, fair enough. Maybe 10-0 and on the road is crazy. Yeah, it is fucking crazy, especially when they were just down 3-0 in the third against the Jackets and came back to win that game.
Yeah.
All right. I can't tell you, nothing in the first 3 games are really speaking to me, but I would say from everything we've discussed, I like the Bruins under probably the most. I also like the Canadians under, but I'm just going to stay off of it. Senators and the Leafs. I don't like the Senators. I'm not a Senators guy. I have the Senators to miss the playoffs for 3 units. I'm a little bit worried because I see some smart hockey guys on Twitter that I follow saying that the Senators are indeed a playoff team. And I know they've got some talent. I'm just not, every time I've probably watched them play 4 times this year. And every time I'm never really that impressed. They don't really look that cohesive. But I did watch them in, where was it? Sweden, where they came back and won. I forget who they played, or no, they allowed a comeback and then they ended up winning in fucking overtime. Playing the Leafs. This is an interesting number. We just saw the Senators have a short price at home against the Rangers. I was calling fake sharp, fake contrarian, whatever. I thought it would be the Rangers in a buy low spot. Didn't play it, but they got their ass kicked. Now we're seeing it again. Nobody really likes the Leafs. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I don't think anybody likes the Leafs, and nobody is really giving them a shot in the spot, which is weird. And
that's what I feel too.
This feels like a carbon copy of that game that we saw the Rangers, where I kind of like them too, and I ended up putting a unit on the Rangers, and that was dead from the start. And the Leafs, they haven't played in a bit. I think that last game was that Bruins game, where I'm sure that left a pretty sour taste in their mouth. So I kind of want to think it's the Leafs tonight. Another one where I'm not sure if I'm fully going to get to the counter on it. I want to see who's confirmed the net. But this is one of, if not the most popular underdog so far, it seems, today.
So Forsberg started the last 2 games. They played December 5th, so they've had 1 night off. And you're right, the Leafs haven't played since December 2nd, so they've had 4 nights off. First game in 5 days. The one thing to note, so the Florida Panthers game is when they made that line change. I like scoring in there. I got burnt. They ended up winning miraculously, but they didn't. The offensive performance was not there. I think they had six shots on goal in the first period, so they started pretty slow. They come back, they beat the Kraken. I think that's when you and I talked about the slate, and we like that over. So good call there. And then losing to the Bruins in overtime sucks, but they did score 3 goals. So what I'm getting at here is the offense is at least getting a little bit better. It's showing a little bit of life. I could see that breakthrough game. And I in a way, I could see it after having a few games with the new line changes and now a little bit of rest. I usually bet on rust, and I don't like rest. But now I kind of think that this Leafs offense is due to blow one open.
Let me tell you what I just see. His goals actually did get confirmed. I didn't see Walt get confirmed, which I'm fine with. But Forsberg, I talked to you about against the Rangers. He just came off a 39 save shutout, so I wanted to fade him. That was part of that whole read too. Was good against the Rangers again. So
yeah, it was
unsuccessful fade there. And then this is very similar to what I saw in the Lightning game last night as far as goalie lines go. They had Tristan Jarry, who just had a really strong performance against the Lightning and has been good the last couple of games in general, at 3.5 goals allowed for plus money. And Vasi was at the normal 2.5, a little juicy. Joseph Wall today, minus 150 to 2.5, and Anton Forsberg is listed at 3.5, which that little combination for goalies when the 3.5 is on a goalie that's been playing really well in the last couple of starts, that's been very, very telling over the past couple of times that I've seen it. So this screams to me, the more that I look at these lines, Forsberg disaster class is coming up for the first time in a while.
Yep. I love it. That's the angle from fading the goalie. I like the angle of the Leafs offense finding a little bit of rhythm, and especially after that loss against the Bruins. So Wall is in net. So the only thing I was thinking about is a game over, but 4-1 Leafs. That's what I'm thinking, Furl. They also did play in Toronto November 8th, and Toronto lost 6-3. So Furl has been bringing up a really good point when these teams play each other again, but more so specifically within a shorter time frame. The opposite tends to happen with the total. So this is probably too far out. I don't really necessarily think that applies. But I was thinking about doubling down with like a Leafs team total over. I might just play Leafs puck line.
Yeah, I mean, if it makes you feel any better, because Corpusalo was in net for the Sens in that first game, but Wall was in net for the Leafs, and he gave up 6. So
Mm-hmm.
that makes you feel any better about going to them today. It certainly does not help me or not hurt me.
Not hurt you.
Yeah.
Okay. I like it. I like the Leafs a lot. I fucking hate the Senators. I don't really even know why. I've never been to Ottawa. I got nothing personal against it. Okay. That's probably my favorite play so far that we've discussed. Do you have anything for me in this Islanders Blue Jackets game? Because I am going. Never been to an Islanders game before. Well, I've been when they play in the Barclays, but that doesn't count. The Barclays is the worst arena I've been to, one of them, and hockey there is weird. But UBS Arena, very excited to check it out. 195-ish. Let me see what. By the way, per action, which I feel like is sometimes a little bit more accurate with the lines, the Leafs open 140 down to 130. I'm all about fading steam right now, so I'm good with that. And the 6.5, which is interesting. The over was minus 120, 6.5. The over right now is minus 140. So, I mean, that's you don't see sevens a lot, in my opinion, if like the Devils aren't involved or the Oilers. Typically, if the Devils and the Oilers are involved, you'll see sevens. But I don't know, man. The Leafs and the Sens, if they pump it up to 7, that's pretty telling. Let's see here. Yeah, it looks pretty accurate. The Islanders about 190 to 195 anywhere you look. 6.5 minus 110. Now it's minus 115 to the under. Islanders in a bounce back, or is this one of those fishy numbers where you like the dog plus 1.5?
I've really found that this year because it's been different year to year. Like there's a couple like last year is like the 190 system. Year before that, I faded a lot of the favorites when they're like minus 145, minus 150. So I haven't really found the system like that this year. This game kind of screams the game on the road that CBJ just makes nasty, and maybe you're a game early with an Islanders under. That seems, I don't know if it seems relatively obvious, but they've been scoring a lot recently. It's weird, super weird to see. So kind of like obviously very different situations, but the Bruins 3-1 game that the Blue Jackets had in Boston, this game seems like a carbon copy of that to me, minus the offensive stretch that the Islanders have been on. So that's kind of what I like. I like an under.
I fucking dig it. I dig it. And maybe, you know what? I'm trying to, since I'm going to the game, I want to get a little silly and play some player props here. I am, at the end of the day, I don't like the Islanders. I like that they're scrappy. I don't necessarily hate them. You know, like most Rangers fans, they would hate the Islanders. That's not really for me. I guess maybe it's because I'm not like a lifelong New Yorker. But I love Matthew Barzal. He's my favorite Islander. So I feel like I just went to a Knicks game and I tried to get cute and play RJ Barrett. And I'm not even really an RJ Barrett guy. I've always thought he's kind of soft. Seems like a nice guy, but like kind of soft. Brunson's a dog. And I sat there and I watched Brunson go for fucking 40 points. And meanwhile, I got RJ Barrett in every goddamn parlay. And I'm like, just go with your guy. So I'm not overthinking it. I'm just going with my guy. I'm going to go with Barzal to do something. But another little cheeky prop could be the Jackets goalie maybe over saves. Spencer Martin is unconfirmed and Varlamov is in net. Or I think that might be a bad idea because it could just be a sleepy game offensively and maybe there's not a lot of shots in general.
Could be.
Yeah.
I mean, I still think you get a decent amount of shots against, I assume it's going to be Spencer Martin. So I wouldn't hate taking a little Matthew Barzal something.
So Brock Nelson masterclass. Got it. Yes. Confirmed. What did this guy say? Hold on. My computer is like freezing right now. Barzal SOG went over in the third period last game. It was very scary. Has he, any Islanders fans in here? I haven't watched many of their games. Is he not ripping puck? Who's been the shot? Horvat SOGs. I like Bo. Both teams give up a fuck ton of shots. Yep. 2 of 5 worst in the league. Both teams. Oh, I got you. In terms of giving up the most shots. Okay. Yeah. All right. Maybe I'll do that. Okay. Let's keep moving. All right, here we go. We've got your Lightning and the Predators. This, in my opinion, is a sneaky good game. The Predators, I don't know how often you've tuned into the board review, but in the start of the season, they were, I'm sure you looked at the board yourself, but I don't know if this really sticks with you, but they were in these really interesting lines where they were getting a lot of respect from Vegas. Yeah. And I played them 2, maybe 3 times, and I lost them both. And I said, all right, fuck this team. They're like the fake sharp team of the NHL. And I mean, they were in a bad slump. Where they lose? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They lost 7 of 9. And I was like, I'm out on the Predators. And then they get hot as shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They won 6 in a row. Cooled off a little bit since then, since they played the Wild after the Wild fired their coach. Tough loss there to the Rangers. The Rangers came back and won, but they've still been scrappy since. So they're kind of started really poorly. They got respect from Vegas. So in my opinion, there's something there with this team. Then they got right a little bit. And now it's kind of like, all right, they've stabilized a little bit, cruising altitude. Playing a team like the Lightning right now, as bad as the Lightning have been, I feel like you don't want to do. Even though the Lightning just play last night?
Yeah.
Penguins last night, right?
Back here, yeah.
Even though they're on a back-to-back. So you're not going to get Vasilevsky, which is huge.
Yeah.
Because he's fucking back. But I got to think, though, despite who's in net, the team overall for the Lightning, I mean, where they're 12, 10, and 5 on the year, that's not good for their standards. They got a lot of wear and tear. They got a ton of miles. They played a shitload of hockey. But they've got so many guys, so many dudes on that team. You know they got a lot of pride. It's early in the season. They're going to – I feel like they've got a little bit of a spark seeing their goalie back there show up, who's one of the best in the league. Even though it's the backup and down on the back-to-back, I don't know that I want to fade the Lightning. I don't know if you're going to completely disagree with me here. We are seeing steam on the Predators. 110, 115 up to 130, 135. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I think this is money hitting the Predators because the Lightning are on a back-to-back and because it's not Vasilevsky. And it's kind of giving me that vibe again, that PTSD of when the Hurricanes were steamed up 35 cents because it was fucking no Hellebuck and it was a backup in for the Jets. But the Canes weren't on a back-to-back, so a little bit different there. I know there's data and there's good systems probably to fade the teams like the Lightning in this spot. I'm getting a weird vibe. I was ready to put a fork in Tampa. I really was, but not anymore. And props to you for going with the Bolts in game 2 of their matchup against the Stars, because that was a fishy-ass line. I couldn't do it. I don't know, man. I think there's something back with this team. Are you into it, or are you going to go against everything I just said?
So I'm not going to go against everything you just said, because I agree there's definitely something back with this team. Like, their defending looks miles better, and I think a lot of that comes from Vasi being in net. They want to play for Vasi, and they are playing for Vasi a lot better than they played for Jonas Johansson, and they have so far this season. But today, I think, is a pretty disgusting spot for them, because I do think, like, after the Stars game in Dallas on the road where they got pumped, they came back, they gave their all in Tampa, which was also Victor Hedman's 1,000th game. So the whole team got up for that. And right after that, you got a physical rematch against the Penguins, who just beat them, and they're obviously conference rivals. So they took that game to heart. Last night, really, really physical, which is the first time I think we've seen guys like Hedman and everybody else in the back end really look like they wanted to be there on the ice. So after those two performances, the 2 wins in Tampa, I think this is the spot where it kind of falls apart for a game. Not saying that, like, I'm buying stock into them kind of long term now that Vasi's back and they look better. I think this is too tough of a spot for them against a Preds team that's playing as well as they are. So
Makes a lot of sense.
I like Nashville tonight.
Would you just play Nashville on the money line, or would you do – and I haven't been doing well with this, but this also could be a pretty good – after a physical game like they played against the Penguins, and I watched a lot of that game, the Penguins could do nothing. 3 shots in the first period. I mean, they were just getting dismantled. Predators could come out and score first, maybe.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I think they score first and kind of control the tempo of the game. The thing with the Preds is, like, I guess really with the Lightning, like, the Lightning have controlled the puck for a majority of the last couple games, which has been helpful because it's taken the pressure off of their defending, which has been so horrendous all season. So that's why they controlled the game against the Stars. Didn't really give the Stars much. And like you talked about yesterday, like, the Penguins had like 3 shots until the second period. So, like, they started ripping after a while, and Vasi was getting tested, but it didn't come until halfway through the game, pretty much. Right. So against the Preds, who have been very, very good at controlling the puck, I think they're going to put a lot of pressure consistently on the Lightning tonight, which is why I think that, combined with the kind of tough spot for them, is kind of a perfect storm of shit for the Lightning. So I'm sticking with the Preds tonight. I don't love the steam because it hasn't been great for teams, but tonight in Nashville,
it makes a lot of sense. So I get it. Nikita Kucherov, 11 straight games with a point.
I was looking at that because he pretty much has like on Prize Picks a 1.5 point square every night. So I was looking at the odds to match it up. It's very low today. So I'll say that. This is the first time I think I've seen it this juiced to the under. So
Oh boy,
minus 125, which is not very normal.
So Saros is expected. He allowed 3 to the Blackhawks. That was on December 5th. He's had a night off, 1 to the Sabres. Those are both on the road, though. At home, he got blown up by the Wild. But I'll chalk that game up. I mean, that was a great spot for the Wild, but terrible for the Preds. Pittsburgh 2 goals, Jets 2 goals. Yeah, I mean, he's pretty good at home.
He's been solid.
He's been pretty solid. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Maybe a Bolts team total under could be kind of nasty. The juice on that game, for what it's worth, the under was minus 118. Now it's minus 115. So a little money on the over, a lot of money on the Preds. Not going to be on this game. If anything, I could do a Bolts team total under. Bolts beat them 5 to start the year.
I remember this too because I think I bet on this game. It was the first game of the season with Johansson and Nets against Saros in that game. They dominated that game really from the start to finish, which I was shocked by because I was at the beginning of the season where I was like, all right, they're going to be shit with Johansson to start. Their defense really hadn't been good at a point, but offensively they controlled the puck, which was very irregular for a Preds team, which now we kind of know why it's irregular. So like I think it's a flip-flop performance now.
Okay, fair enough. All right, next game is I'm terrified about because I love it and it's my squares table play. Big Whale Balls woke up raging because I didn't nuke the Preds before the steam. That's all right. Just late. A winner's a winner. I think Big Whale Balls is POD Pete's biggest troll.
Yeah,
W that guy.
Love it.
The Stars against the Capitals. I want to squares table it up with the Stars so bad. I'm probably going to do it regardless. And, it's funny seeing this percentage and this number, if that many people are on the Stars, would surprise me a little bit, given that they are on a back-to-back. Washington is just a team that I am so not a believer of. So what the Stars just did in Florida is really bad. That 5-4 game, I mean, they fought back. But I was watching a lot of that game too, and the Panthers were beating the shit out of them. At one point, it was 3-1, but the Panthers were doing whatever they wanted. And then I didn't watch the game against the Bolts, but 4-0 obviously kind of says, I think, what you need to know about that game. So I would have to imagine there's no way Ottinger's going to be in net tonight. So you got Wedgwood going.
Yeah.
So I thought to myself, okay, you got Wedgwood in net. You got a back-to-back for the Stars who just played a dogfight of a game against the Panthers and lost 5-4. And the Capitals have been okay, despite we're going to get to them in a second. I mean, they're not. You look at their record and they're like, 12-8-2. Why not? I thought more people would want to take the home dog at a plus price since this is such a bad spot for the Stars. And that's where I wanted to come in, and I wanted to take what I feel is, regardless of who's in net, I think the Stars are a much better team roster-wise. Whoever, like any line, whoever's on the ice, I think the Stars are a better team, and I wanted to take them at what I thought might be a pretty good price. Now, Washington, on the other hand, is in a spot that love to fade. First game back home after a long road trip, so 5 games on the West Coast. They went 2-4, not great at all. Both games only won by 1 goal, and a shutout against the Coyotes. So maybe I'm getting set up here for an ultimate duping. Maybe the Capitals are in a really contrarian spot, but I felt like the Stars would not be that square or that public. It is my don't overthink it play, but these have not been very good and have not treated me well in the last 5 or 6 days. So would you talk me off of the Stars?
My one concern with the Stars is not just the back-to-back, but this is also 3 road games in 4 days. It's like that's the concerning part for me for a team who, like when you look at their best performances, it's kind of come the same way as the Preds want. They want to control the puck, keep possession in their hands, and play like relatively like low event hockey outside of their zone. So like this is the final game of the road trip before a big game this weekend against Vegas in Dallas. So that's what concerns me a little bit. And to be honest with you. I mean, the Caps coming off of a 6-0 shutout of the Yotes also concerns me. So I don't know how you feel about this. I don't like it coming off of yesterday nearly as much, but I would be interested in that over, which is 5.5 to 6, which you could argue it's a little low from the jump, given how these two teams just played in their last game. But I want to back the Caps offense because I do think coming off of that game and now that they're going to be able to control the puck a little bit more at home, I think they're going to be ripping at Wedgwood. But on the other side, too, I think this is a Stars team. And like Charlie Lindgren, the Caps have survived off of just insane goalie play for way too long. So I think the Stars are going to do their fair share of offense here, too. I don't know how you think about that.
Well, somebody mentioned this and said maybe the square play is the under. Sounds like neither of them are going to score much. One of these square plays is going to hit and one of them's not. That's what I think. I might just have to, because that my brain would also say potentially an under. See, I thought it would be a contrarian look given that there's a backup in. The Stars just scored 4 goals. Granted, they got shut out, but before that, they scored 8. So yeah. I don't think most people would necessarily, want to take an under with the Stars offense playing, and then you don't have Ottinger in net, and then they would say, oh, the Capitals are going to bounce back after a shutout. But the last time I played a fucking under on a 6 to 5.5 was the Islanders, and I can't get out of my mind that it ended 5-4 with 9 goals. So I wouldn't touch it, but my my hockey brain will probably not. It's not going to stop telling me to bet the Stars all day. And it's really not even. The Capitals are a good home team, 7-4-1 at home, and the Stars are 8-3-1, 8-3-2 on the road. So they're not very good on the puck line on the road. They're 6-6 at the puck line, but I think I just have to lay it with the Stars. So if you like goals, that's fine with me. I'm not going to get cute with any sort of under or anything like that.
I think it aligns. I think goals and the Stars kind of align because the reason the Caps have been so good at home is because Lindgren and I guess a little bit of Darcy Kemper too. When they're at home, they've stood on their head. It's like there's a regression point coming for some of that, and I would hope it's today.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do it. I think I'm gonna have to do the Stars. That's good with me. Also, I would be down. I don't know if Breedlove is still lurking in here, but I could. This is the one time I could take your fucking Cowboy Wyatt Johnston player prop. I would take some sort of goal scorer, maybe get real cheeky. Who's the guy that always has an assist? Pavelski assist. That guy has a fucking assist every other game. Okay, Anthony. Oshie might be back tonight. Interesting. Okay. All right, next game. Let's keep moving here. I'm going to put that on a board in a second. The Ducks and the Blackhawks. What is going on with the Ducks? Because I have not really followed this team much. I know Fruity is a Ducks fan. They were the flavor of, I was going to say the week, but a couple weeks when the season started. Now I look at their record. They're 1-9 in their last 10. Fucking 10-15. That sucks. I mean, imagine having the Ducks point total over, and you're thinking to yourself, God damn. And then they just flat out lost it. So Ducks, Blackhawks could be a potential dog shit matchup. But is this, I mean, I was thinking goals, but that's probably what everybody's thinking if you see the Ducks and the Blackhawks. 6.5 over was juiced. Now the under's -115. Looks like some money's coming on Chicago. The Ducks went from -135 down to -110. Wow. The consensus here is people like the Blackhawks. I guess they maybe when two shit teams, they would rather just take the plus price at home. You have any thoughts on this game?
Not too many. I mean, the Ducks, like as terrible as they've been, it's even more painful if you're a Ducks better for the season because they've lost a ridiculous amount of one-score games or one-goal games. So I don't know. Kind of buying into the Blackhawks weirdly in like certain spots. I don't know if you've seen, but Anthony Beauvillier they have playing with Connor Bedard now, and not that Connor Bedard really needed all the help in the world because he's amazing as is, but ever since they put them together, he's been so much better. And he's had plenty more chances. So like that's kind of something that I'm buying into if they're going to make a big offensive run sometime soon, because I thought it was going to come a couple of games ago and we haven't really seen it consistently enough. So I wouldn't mind this being the game to back goals. I'm kind of with you there.
Yeah, I like that under. And I mean, I'm sorry, I like that over. And I'm thinking, I guess when I look at the Ducks, I think of goals more than I think of them with the Blackhawks. And now that I'm looking at it a little closer, the Blackhawks are not a good over team. They're 3-5-1 in their last 10. Who's the goalie expected tonight?
I think it's Mrazek for the Blackhawks. I haven't checked to see if it's confirmed for the Ducks yet.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I scrolled past it. And here it is. Gibson. Gibson for the Ducks. How has Gibson been? Look at his past couple performances here. Ducks. Gibson. Wow, Gibson's going to play again. He's played in 4 straight. Oh, Dostal. The last time Dostal played, he allowed 8 goals to the fucking Oilers. So maybe they want to keep him in the cupboard as long as possible. I mean, Gibson hasn't been great, but he hasn't been terrible. If you allow 3 goals on the road to Colorado, that's not that bad. And before that,
I think 2 of those were relatively quick too, and they shut them down for like the second half of that game for the most part.
And he played the Avalanche back-to-back games, but 2 nights apart, and he allowed 3 goals before then too, and they lost in a shootout. But fuck, I don't know. I mean, that's somewhat respectable against an offense like the Avalanche when you're on a dog shit team like the Blackhawks. Yeah, I think that might be don't overthink it over for me. Dickinson and Foligno are serviceable. Yep. Leo Carlson and Bedard to get a point. Don't hate that. I would get cheeky with a Bedard point here. That would be fun. Snack says punt. Yeah, that's fair. I can't see any bet to place on this toilet bowl other than Bedard point maybe. Yeah, that would be one of those ones where if you see Bedard point like in a boost, I could actually I wouldn't talk you off of it.
Well, here what I would say, I'm not like the sharpest NHL prop better, but I love, like I said, the Beauvillier pairing, and you're obviously getting Connor Bedard like minus 190 or something to score a point, and you're getting Beauvillier plus money. I'd take my chances with that if you just want a better price for a potential pairing there.
Fair enough. That's good enough for me. Okay, Coyotes and Flyers. As a Coyotes investor, this price scares the piss out of me. Yeah. Are you on the Flyers?
Not on the Flyers, but I have circled to it, considering it heavily, looking at that. I mean, the Yotes at home have just been absolutely ridiculous. They've had some great matchups and caught some teams in some really good spots, but this just seems a little much, especially because I've talked with you about this too. Like the Flyers, they're very popular home underdogs a lot because they get fat prices and a lot of line disrespect. And I think it's pretty opposite of what you think about like the Preds or what you talked about with the Devils last year. Like Vegas knows something about this team that they're really not as good as they've shown so far. So now that they're catching a little bit of respect here on the road in Arizona, that catches my eye a little bit.
Arizona's also won 5 straight games. But I mean, we see this all the time. Teams win 5-6 in a row and then they cool off and they lose their next 2 or 3. It's just kind of how it happens. When you take like that bird's eye view and you look at the schedule, you know, after the season's over, you're like, oh yeah, of course that team was going to regress and cool off. Kind of like what we saw with the Preds, or the opposite's going to happen. You lose a bunch, then you're going to win some. As long as you're, you know, a decent team. I think this is probably a spot to, I hate to do it, but I think I probably have to play the Flyers. Also, it's kind of interesting, and maybe this is sneakily why the Flyers are getting respect. They're a pretty good road team. They're 7-4-1 on the road, but they're 10-2 on the puck line. So when they lose on the road, they're not losing by much. So it could be, I'm not saying that there's like a justified reason to only make the Coyotes minus 115. It also looks like they were minus 120, minus 125. So money's hitting the Flyers. 5.5 to 6. The over minus 115 is kind of interesting. Yeah, I like it. 5 straight.
I was going to mention this too. It's like, it's not just that the Coyotes have been good, but the teams they've been doing it against is interesting. Because, I mean, they just beat the Avs when they came into Arizona, which the Avs are a little banged up, and they were in that game too. But did it against the Lightning. Tough spot for them. They were playing terrible, but it's a Tampa Bay Lightning. They did it against the Knights on the road. Like, that's
Connor Ingram shutout in Vegas. How did we not have that circled?
Yeah, I mean, that was VIP Premiums caught that in the Discord. Yeah, that was crazy. So, I mean, they've done it against a lot of really good teams. So to see them not getting respect against the Flyers is odd to me.
Yeah. All right. I think I'm just trying to think. Do I want to play Kata Hot?
Just might.
I've played a saves twice. I'm 2-0. Is it time to go for the jugular in a Kata hot save ladder, or fuck it and just go with a shutout? I don't know. I keep getting shit. Somebody late A's. I know you're in here, motherfucker, in the Discord. After Kata allowed a goal to Sidney Crosby in the first period last game, he's like, oh, who said Kata was good? Shut him out after that W. All right, Flyers are making the board for me. Jovan, I just realized it's 12:19. Sorry, we can fly through these next few.
Yeah,
The Flames and the Canes. Do we have to go back to the Canes?
I'm just gonna let it happen. I don't want to get involved again, just because what I watched last night, which is probably telling you that every more reason to hop back into them. It was a lot of like just stupid mistakes. It's like that's a defense that I think needs a couple of games of getting shit on before I go back to them. It's just like a couple of those goals at the beginning, like Kochetkov was terrible, but they were leaving him out to dry with some of the worst turnovers in their own zone I think I've ever seen. So like maybe they fix it tonight. I'm not going to pay to find out.
Fair enough. Yeah, someone said I hammered the Canes. I mean, I took them. It's so funny. I rarely do this. I flat bet for a unit, and I'll never forget. The first time I started doing this a little bit more was in Pete's stream, and when we were doing the challenge, and it was fucking Kyle Gibson, the Orioles at home against the Reds, and the Orioles were minus 175, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Everybody always cashes on the Orioles. I'm gonna cash on the Orioles, and so instead of risking a unit, I did to win a unit. It was the first time I increased my units. I did 1.75 to win a unit, and the fucking Reds scored like 5 runs in the first inning, and so I did that with the Hurricanes against the Jets. I did 1.4 units and sprinkle the puck line. I'm looking at the first period. I wasn't watching the game. I was out, but I'm looking at the first period and I just see shot on goal, Hurricane, shot on goal, shot on goal. I look at the stats. It was 14-2 shots on goal. Yet the Oilers, I keep saying that. The Jets were up 1-0. Yeah. And I was like, motherfucker, every time it's a gambling gods with that little cloud over you, every time you risk your units or increase your units, shit like that happens. I agree. I think this is a stay away because of their opponent. If it was somebody else, I would get down with it. But I don't know. The Flames, you can't get on the right side of the Flames, whether you're on them or against them.
Impossible.
So I'm off entirely. Philly team total over 2.5. I don't hate that, Jay Prue. What's the juice on that?
It's like minus 160, which with how they haven't been the greatest offense on the road. So like in one of the tougher road environments in the NHL, the price feels maybe a little telling.
It's very telling. Okay, the last few games here, the Avs and the Jets, 165 down to 145. I don't know if that's accurate. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, I guess the 20 cent move to Winnipeg, 5.5 up to 6, overs minus 115. It's kind of interesting. I feel like I get nervous fading the Avs at home when steam is going against them. If anything, I would look at it as like a buy low spot. But would you get contrarian with the Jets?
I kind of like the Jets today.
Okay.
You might not because it's potentially buying a little bit of bad news because Bowen Byram got hurt towards the end of last game. I don't know if he's going to play, but Cale Makar might be back. We just don't know the status of what's going on with him there. Just like the Jets, the way that they're playing right now, I think they match up pretty well to play like a real tight game with the Avs on the defensive side and not let them just control the flow of the game. So like I think the Avs, once they get fully healthy, they're going to go on a big run. I just don't know if it's the time.
Yep, that's fair. Also, Hellebuck is rested.
Yeah, Hellebuck is rested, which is huge.
I had him to have a shutout, and Bedard scored a goal in the first minute. Nothing happened after that. That was cool. But a good performance nonetheless. And, I mean, these are some good performances. 3 goals to Edmonton, 2 goals to the Stars. You guys had the Stars that game. That was pretty nice. Shutout against the Panthers. So, yeah, I mean, I was going to say it's interesting that the total, they have not played Colorado yet, it looks like, first game. I wouldn't mind a tight matchup here. I could go for like a first period under or a full game under. Do you have any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind that. My thing is, if I want to play anything in this game, I want to play the Jets more so than an under because the 2 guys that I just mentioned and Byram and Makar are defenders or defensemen.
Oh, fair enough. Right.
That's where I think the Jets, like, I don't know if they're going to go out and score 5 in Colorado, but
right.
That's what I want to take advantage more of anything.
Fair enough. Okay. Seems short. Yeah, it does. 2 more games. Wild and the Canucks. Canucks 125 to 130. Been a great home team. 8-3-1, 8-3 on the puck line, but the Wild have been a different team since they fired their coach. I only cashed on in the first 2 games, didn't touch them against the Blackhawks, although that was a tight game till the end. Flames, they just dismantled. I mean, what point do you stop betting the Wild, right?
Not a team that I want to get in front of right now.
Yeah.
Because I think the Canucks are done. Not in the sense that they're like,
wow.
I think they're still a playoff team, but I think they're done contending with the better teams in the league consistently. Because they've been the luckiest team in hockey, like all the advanced metrics would tell you that, and it's starting to fizzle out like a little bit. They're still scoring goals. Obviously, it's the type of game they play, but when you look at some of the spots where they're getting really, really lucky and fortunate as far as like expected goals and all that stuff comes to, they're not getting those same puck bounces in the last handful of weeks here. So, like, I think they're going to be a team that like beats up on bad teams and kind of shits the bed on teams that are playing well or the better teams in the league. And I don't want to get in front of the Wild.
I don't really either. I'm wondering if we see an over game here. I'm just wondering if that's too obvious.
You want to play it after the Devils game? The
and the Wild just scored 5 goals. Now you're right. If anything, this would be the under. Nobody sees coming. Probably. You're right. Good call.
Okay.
All right. Last game. Devils. Another team that I faded. The 2 teams I faded were I felt had a lot of hype. The Devils and the Sabres. 12-10-1 on the year. I think people still really like them. Puck line though. Wow. 5-17 to the puck line. The Devils are. That's fucking crazy. I mean, they are not putting teams away. Does anybody want the Kraken here? Anybody? The Kraken have been awful. 8, 12, and 3-3, or whatever the fuck that means. I think that's wrong. But I think they're in a bad spot here too with the first game back after a long road trip. 4 games, 4-game road trip. They have had 2 nights off. And I think the Devils are in the midst of a West Coast trip. Let's see. Yep, first one being Vancouver 2 nights ago, which they won. And they've got Calgary and Edmonton next. I kind of think the Kraken can bring it. Am I crazy? Am I getting duped here?
I don't think so either. I just think this is with the way the Devils are playing right now. They're playing very like high variance style of hockey. So like the Kraken coming off a long road trip, they went 0-4 on that road trip. This is kind of screaming like a fast start, or at least an aggressive start early for me, which is when they're at their best. So like I can't fault you for going to the Kraken.
I think I might have to do it. -140 seems a little short. The only way I would say that price would be justified is if the Devils maybe weren't a good road team or if the Kraken were a really good home team. I'm not seeing it. Devils are 7-4 on the road. The Kraken are 4-6-1 at home. I don't know. This feels like it's 15, 20 cents short in my opinion. If anybody was hurt, maybe I would get it. This might be my contrarian play as a Kraken at home tonight in a spot where I can't imagine anybody wants them.
Yeah, I like it. And I think this is honestly a square over in this game. This is the one that I think
Fair.
is on the board that hits.
Fair. All right. Jovan, man, thanks a lot for joining. If you had to give your POD, which only counts if it hits, what would that be? Akira Schmidt, by the way, Akira Schmidt and Philip Grubauer in that tonight. What would that be tonight? What's your favorite play?
I might have to say the Leafs. It's very close between the Leafs and Preds, but I'll probably give a slight lean to the Leafs.
Okay, that's my favorite play as well. Oh no, Stars and Leafs are my favorite. The Stars are my square play though, so that's not gonna fucking hit. You like the Sabres? I'm good. I like the under. Leafs money line, Stars, Flyers, maybe something with Kata Hot, and I think I'm gonna go with the Kraken. Dude, thank you. I will. You guys are going at 12:30.
Yeah, heading right into it now.
Awesome. I'll send everybody over there in a few minutes. Have a great show, and thanks for coming on. Really appreciate it.
Yep. Thanks. Appreciate you.
All right. See you, man. Good shit. W's Jovan. Always standing on business. Always. Adam Larson to get a point. Devils haven't won a game without scoring 4+. Is that real? W's Jovan, by the way. It was very cool that he joined. Fucking Puck Knower. Guy's been in a groove too. I feel like overall we've been Furl. I feel like you're seeing the board pretty well. Special K's been seeing it pretty well. Bert's been seeing it well. All you guys in the Discord. Anybody got a Discord link, by the way? If you can drop that shit. I would love if there's any Islanders fans, CBJ fans. If you could NBA quickly, sure. If you guys could let me know your favorite bets tonight, I would really appreciate that. I'm going Barzal. Matthew Barzal. Don't overthink it because that's my guy. All right, NBA. What do we got in the DJ and NBA Final Four? Final Four. Bucks and the Pacers and the Lakers and the Pelicans. Thank you, Fat Girls. Appreciate you. Barzell. Matthew Barzell. Balzar. Jovan's POD. I just said it. He just said it, motherfuckers. Crispy, he's Leafs. I'm good with it. I like the Leafs to score. Pacers, fuck, you beat me too. We need you in Isles gear, so honestly, man, that's not a bad idea. Okay, Jovan likes Leafs and Preds. Yep. Some of us are corp goddamn. All right, fair enough. I'm just busting your balls. I'm not taking it personal. My bad. Milwaukee, Indy stand up. Man, I want the Pacers to win. How cool would that? How about that Pacers under? Let me tell you right now. That Pacers under when they played the Celtics, I had that shit on my way. I had that shit on home. My wife was like, "Since when do you watch NBA?" I'm like, "Shut." No, I'm just kidding. I was like, "Look, first of all, look how cool the court is, right? That shit's fun." But we were watching it, and the atmosphere was incredible. What do they call that place? What do they call the Indiana Pacers? The field house or some shit. The place was rocking. And I told her, I made a little meme for it, the little Miami Beach meme. I told her my whole spiel and everything. The Indiana Pacers played back-to-back games in Miami. She was loving it. But I'll tell you what, the Indiana Pacers play the most fun basketball I've seen since like the fucking Ginobili, Tony Parker, Tim Duncan Spurs. I love that style of basketball. They are heroin, and I've never done heroin, and I don't want to do heroin because I bet you that shit's good, and I probably why people get hooked. But if I had to imagine what heroin's like, it is fucking Indiana Pacers basketball. Or you ever seen The Lord of War with Nicolas Cage? He mixes gunpowder with cocaine. I forget what he called it. Sounds dangerous. Don't try it. That's Indiana Pacers basketball. It is fucking crazy. I don't want to do it. It's the most exciting thing in Indy right now. Heroin is a close second. That's hilarious. I did heroin and then watched Pacers play. Beat that. I cannot beat that. I don't want to do it. But I mean, 254 and a half and 257. Has anybody seen, seriously, tell me right now with a straight fucking face, Brandon Bluckley with a new first-time chatter. By the way, I missed a lot of sub-banks. My bad. Cool Canes Dude, 7-monther an hour ago. Brady Nemechek, 20 minutes. Appreciate you. Jeff Ache, Sick and She. New follow. The Casual Fan. Jay Came to Win. And BTG Design. Appreciate all the new follows. 257 Hospake. I mean, gunpowder with cocaine. Yeah, I forget what it's called. It's called something. Lord of War with Nicolas Cage. Good movie. Here we go. Narrative is the Bucks and Lakers. The only way the IST finals will get its views. One of them loses. I think it's Lakers. Yeah. I mean, look, I'm not going to bet it, but I want the Pacers. Have been on a few days and you're lagging. Did you get a new computer? No. Am I been lagging this whole time? Oh no. I have the Twitch mainframe up. Maybe it's that. It's called expediting lung cancer. I don't know what we're talking about. Pell today, depending on how it go. Not for you. Lakers are not losing tonight. I don't know what to do with that game. Either chasing or lightly. Seriously, DGen, if you're ever close to Indy, you got to go to a Colts or Pacers game. The atmosphere is so good. I was at a Celtics game Monday. Really? You were at that game? It was awesome. Well, just so you know, I was watching from my bed, drinking my sleepy time tea, and it was great. He said, I'm not lagging. Oh, my bad. I didn't read that properly. W. No, I don't know what's going on. Oh, I deleted a bunch of shit. You know, when you open up your storage and you delete like the largest images and videos and stuff, I was just deleting everything. I hope I didn't delete anything too important, you know? I hope I didn't delete anything too important. I don't know what I was deleting, but I was like, oh, you're 26 megabytes. Delete. Narrative is definitely Lakers win the tourney. Cocaine and gunpowder. Why did I bring this up? You guys can't fucking stop talking about it. There's no way gunpowder doesn't rip those lungs apart. It's a movie. It's a goddamn movie. Lord of War with Nicolas Cage is a good movie, too. W Sleepy Time T. I know, W. The only problem is it makes you piss in the middle, and I kind of weird the Pacers-Bucks game is at 5. Ooh, is it really? Deleting Guinnesses? What does that mean, deleting Guinnesses? DJ, tell me this is the Lakers owing to shouldn't LeBron have higher tournament because of printing increment? Hot takes. Zion steals the show. Drops 30. Nobody wants the penalties. James is winning. It's definitely the tea. When I don't drink tea, I don't piss in the middle of the night. I do keep hearing this narrative that LeBron wants to win the first Mickey Mouse tournament. I keep hearing it. I'll do like the script is nasty and you fear it's true. LeBron going to save the points for the fourth quarter. I can't tell you I have a great read on either game. I want the Bucks to win. You guys are talking me into the Pelicans, though. You guys are talking me into the Pelicans. All right, quick recap. I'm going to send you guys over to Behind the Lines. Thanks. You've all been great today. W's. Give yourself a round of applause. Steak and Greg in the building, or not in the building, on stream tomorrow. We'll talk NFL. Subscribe to the newsletter for free. Our best bets will be out. NFL. We got our ass kicked last week. It was 2-4 in the NFL. Not good. Before that, we were 42-23. So we're 44-27. Good record still. No college, but we'll get into bowls. Don't you fucking worry. We're going to get into bowls. Ian, Brian, I'll see you guys later tonight. I hope I catch the train. If I don't catch it, I don't know what I'm going to do if I don't catch the train, actually. I have no choice. I just have to do it. EKU first half under. I might play for half a unit. Iowa State over. Maybe. Portland. I like Portland. I might play Portland. Buffalo, Boston under. Jovan liked the Sabres. Love that. Leafs money line. I love. Fuck the Sens. Down with the Sens. I might hammer the Leafs tonight. I might hammer the fucking Leafs tonight. Can somebody, if you guys want to, when you're done in the Discord or DM me, it's kind of a bummer people can't DM me anymore because of the verified Twitter thing. I mean, I don't care. I'm going to be verified anyway because I love Twitter. It's the best app on the planet. I'll pay for that shit. If you like anything in the Leafs game, post that Iceport pick in Discord. Oh, is that what I should do? Is I should post in Discord? I was posting it in the Twitter just ain't the same. I'm fine with it. It doesn't bother me. Post that. A lot of bots, though. Elon, can we clean that shit up? Post that Iceport and pick in the Discord. You got it. I will do that. Sorry, I don't know why I haven't done that before. My bad. My beat. If you like any player props in the Leafs, tell me. Okay, what was I gonna do? Oh my god. Yikes. I got a lot of fucking I got a lot of tweets. Text to catch up to. Okay. Is Book It Sports live? They are. All right, I'm gonna send you guys over to Book It. Discord. Thank you guys. Appreciate you. Brady Wales. What does that mean? I don't know what that means, but Brady Wales. What the fuck? Is that a Toronto thing? Raid Book It Sports. All right, guys. Sending you over. Good luck today. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow. Nice and early. Might get started a little earlier than usual. There's just too much shit to talk about. We got college basketball, NBA. We're digging on the ice. An hour and a half is just not enough time, unfortunately. All right, everybody's in the raid. 71 viewers. Peace. Have a great day, guys. Good luck on all your bets. Brady Kachuk, fuck that shit.